What's going on, everyone? Here's a quick little tidbit into the mind. I had given a bit of thought to uh, job and work and what we're supposed to be doing and where we are and what we will become and what we were. And I notice there is this intense physical remanifestation of ideologies that then reproduce themselves as what we have today, which is very simply termed, if you don't learn from history, it will repeat itself. So, what we have is a bunch of people going and retrieving information from what they think they are and reproducing themselves as the things they don't want to be. We all do this to certain degrees in certain aspects of our lives, and we cling on to the worst aspects. Sometimes good aspects too, but we nonetheless still find ourselves uh, completely attributing ourselves to the idol god of worship, which is what we used to be or how we used to be. Some people cling in the other direction. Don't misinterpret. Even when I give these really large talks, I want to balance it out and say don't get too focused on what's going on about who you should be or how you should be in the future. But we've completely found ourselves. What are we what we were yesterday? Are we what we were even 2 seconds ago? The hardest thing to give up is what we were 1 second ago. That's why people can't change gears. You can't. This is why everybody drives an automatic car. They don't stick shift because they can't, because they don't know how to even get out of the gear or put it in neutral to get to the. You have to put the car in neutral before you can put it in second gear. And in fact, you can switch from first to third if you're good at driving. You don't even need second gear. Fuck that, right? And so we get sticky and addicted to the adjustment of what we were in our past. And our past has to do with the training and the control and the formations of information that the media, our parents, the schools, all the shit. And so don't be stuck to what you were. Because what you were just even a moment ago, those are the hardest things to let go. What you were a moment ago is like, it's gone. Well, I mean, hey, I think this might be because a couple people are saying like, some people change the name of their channels and shit. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, you don't need to identify with, like, that's stagnation. Everybody wants to read the Bible. That's what it is. You want to read the Bible and think that there's information is in there. Information ain't in the Bible. It ain't a fucking stagnant person. It's not in a fucking stagnant name. It can be whatever it wants to be, and so can you. And that's the larger. If there's a moray, a morale, a moral to the story. Well, there isn't really one. There isn't really any moral to any story because you're just creating it, and that the future that you have is only based upon the concept of yourself currently. But most people are so busy uh, with a they've dropped a, they're out there on the boat and they dropped into the water something that will keep their boat where it is their boat won't move. The ocean's moving everywhere. They just won't pull up. They won't just pull up the tow and just say, let's just roll. Let's do whatever we're doing. They're addicted to a certain concept, certain speed, a rate of time, and ideological. Their life force is based upon ideology. Because without that, then what are they? What are you if you aren't what you thought you were? I have more fun playing with that every day because Most of the people that I don't know anymore, I don't maintain any sort of relationship with, is because they wanted to stay where they were with their concept of self. And I was like, no, let's just go have an adventure. Let's go be different. Let's go try something new. Because that's what I was doing with my mind, because it's all my mind can do. It races and erases and reforms, and my mind is gold. Why the fuck does anybody's mind want to be a diamond? That's what everybody else wants to be, right? The last talk I did was about diamonds. Yeah, that's what everybody wants. They want a diamond. They want to get married. They want to live in the mirage of marriage, which is what diamonds do, which is refract and change light in a. It doesn't. It's no source of anything. It's nothing. It's idiotic to want to be a diamond. These motherfuckers out here talking about diamonds. Get the fuck out of here with your diamond. I don't even mean gold ain't even the right way to even say it. The alchemist told you about gold just because it was an object that nobody has actually has anyone here held 24 karat gold in their hand? Let me just put that out there. Anybody? I got some in my I can show you right now. I got 24 karat gold right here. You want to see it? I got it right here in my little drawer right here. 24 karat. Word is bond, right? You ever held it? What's the difference? I mean, it's not some physical object. It's in your mind, and your mind is the reformation of things. So I think people should give a longer, harder look at their perception of what they think they are. Yeah, you're gonna maintain a certain kind of form personally, like you're a physical objective body, but you can change that. That's easy to do. It'd take a little while to change your body, but actually you could probably change your body pretty quick. Pretty sure you could just change it overnight. You could just wake up tomorrow and be completely brand new. So the focus here is this all of these things that I talk about is how to reform and recreate reality. Some people call it magic, some people call it I don't know. I mean, there's different words for it. But don't be so attached and addicted to the memories of self. This is what they told you in that movie with Hugh Jackman that was the Wolverine. Memories of a future past. Can anybody even get their head around? Like, they just told you the most obscene, absurd, prophetic, like, just wow. How can you have memories of a future that has passed? They told you what everything is, but they just said now is all you got. So why don't you just do now? Do what is now. Now is new to know. To know is to be. To be is to. Wow. Hey, nobody knows what it is. It's whatever it is for you. So do that. Do that thing. They told you in a movie. Motherfuckers went out here and spent billions of dollars to watch this movie, and took nothing from it. People come out here. I watch this chick in a bar sitting there reading the motherfucking Daniel Steele. Daniel Steele. You know who she is? She's somehow written like 400 billion zillion books. All exactly the same garbage. The white trash novel. I remember when I was a child growing up, I had a friend whose mother had all the books like lined on her shelf. And like the family was just like white trash. It just was so funny to look at this Daniel Steele, and if you look at the word, this Daniel Steele is stealing something. It's not. There's no way she wrote those books. She didn't have some sort of like, you write that book once and you're done with it. You know what I mean? This is the point. You write that book one time and you get it, and then thank you for the story. It was lovely. Let me move on to some new, fresh authors that will allow me to recreate and have a new idea and understanding and understanding, overstanding all these words, right, of life. But could you imagine if you've read every Daniel Steele novel, how fucking horrific Like because to have those books on the shelf would be literally saying this is what goes through my mind every day. Find somebody that's a guru. Find someone that's a yogi. Find someone that's a, look at how many books they have on their shelf. You don't even know where the fuck they live. They ain't got books. They ain't carry nothing around. They ain't got a backpack. You'll see people with little backpacks sometimes. You'll see people with big purses. You'll see, you know, you got books here and there, just reference material to source some sort of, hey, look at, you guys know who did it. This is over here. We done read these books. Like, I got the books. I could point at the books. I could show you. I could tell you about the books. But, like, why carry them around? What do you need the books for? Books gonna, what, you gonna eat the books? When you're really hungry, you gonna eat them? You gonna eat those things? Nah, it don't work like that. But, as always, this was just a little inlet into what was going on in my mind today because of a certain couple people, um, three people in particular, that triangulated some sort of just, I don't know, it was like an old friend, someone that I never even met, but I talked to a little bit, and then somebody that I currently interact with, and it was just like it just really brought me to this place of going, well, what am I supposed to be, this, that, or the other thing? Someone thinks I'm like this, another person thinks I'm like that, another person thinks I'm like completely different, right? Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? What are you? How are you doing? It's not what are you. You can't be a what. So let's just throw that out the window, right? You can't be a what, can you? You can't be a noun. You are not noun. You seem to be completely morphing always. Shamans morph. So have fun morphing, everyone. Be a morphling, be an earthling, be an Atlian, be an Atlantean creature, be whatever you like to be. But as always, stay fucking glorious. Inspire the world if you can. And make your ass shiny.